What am I looking at? Yeah, I see, but it's I don't know. I can't hear you. Oh, you know what, dude? Hold up. It might be me. Wow, there it is. Speaker. Hold up. That's also wrong. Let's go chat. Oh, yeah. What's up?
How's it going?
Wow.
How's it going? How's it going?
Wow. Now your headset's working.
Me? That was you.
No, there's something wrong with you.
Dude, you're gaslighting me so hard.
I am.
You know how hard it would be to be Jess? You're just getting gaslit all day.
Dude, unfortunately, she sees right through that when I start trolling her. Tigers are down 6-0. We dropped 6 runs in the first.
That is not great.
No, it is not, especially since John goes, yo, man, Yankees Tigers tonight. You in with me? And I said, hell no. And then I said, all right, bet, I'm in. And the Yankees are up. Well, actually, the Yankees, it's 2-2. So that's actually not a lock either. But, yeah, just absolute tragedy.
Remember the times he gets to see Tyler.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's diabolical, bro. Just like the...
Dude, I'm not even kidding, though. Our girlies could be such close friends if they got to play with each other.
Bro, listen.
2 months apart?
You don't know...
Yeah, heck Judah.
Yeah, we don't know anything, bro. Relax, dude.
Judah's close enough for Cam.
And them. He's one.
He's a little old for them. I'm just messing.
I'm gonna name 3 things. You guys tell me what they all have. What like the 4 things should be. Okay.
Okay.
Stubbing your toe.
Okay.
Uncontrollable diarrhea. All right. And slamming your finger in a car door. What's like something similar happening in life right now? The 4th one would make sense.
I feel like those are all not related.
The Tigers playing baseball.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. That's where, like, when you asked, that's where my head was going.
Dude, I don't think anything's ever resonated. Dude, John, you've said a lot of things, right? You've said a lot of things. Any baseball fans out there, any sports fans out there, right? You've had this thought, and John articulated it in probably the best way John's ever articulated anything in his entire life when we were at Dad's yesterday. He goes, it's your tweet to the Tigers. He tweeted to the Tigers, you know what? You want to pay me millions of dollars to strike out in 3 swings? Like, I can do that too. And, dude, nothing has ever resonated more in my life than that comment and the Tigers' last, 10 games. Every game this season. It is... All right, here comes first pitch, 0-1. Second pitch, 0-2. Maybe we catch up to the count, 1 or 2 balls, and then strike out.
Scoobs gives up 1 run. We lose 1-0.
No, Scoobs actually choked, too. Scoobs gave up a crazy amount of hits in the last game. It was insane. Or he was walking them like crazy. Thank you, baby. Either way, Tigers baseball right now is absolutely abysmal to watch. We need some hitters.
How excited will you be if they win this game?
If we win this game, dude, I will personally give you a hand job. And I know that that's against our sports show etiquette.
Mm-hmm. And our faith, yeah.
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna. That's how confident I know it's not gonna happen, bro. The Tigers are terrible.
Oh wow.
They absolutely could win this game. The Twins are not good. We're not good either, but there's no reason.
You keep saying the Twins are not good, but they're on like a 3-game. They're crushing us.
Do you understand that? Do you understand there's probably not a team in baseball that fan base hates them more than the Twins right now? You realize that? Last year, every single Twins fan was in my chat every day, and they were like, dude, we're going to sell the team. Owner's going to make an announcement this week. We're about to sell the team. Oh, it's going to be so good. We're finally going to be able to cheer for our team. And an owner comes out. We've made a decision not to sell the team. All of them are pissed. They're not watching the games. No one's going to the games. They don't even like them. I have Minnesota fans in the chat right now. They don't even like their team. And they're like, wow, the Tigers are bad, huh?
Yeah, we're terrible, dude. We're terrible.
It's so bad. No excuse for this. So you got 6 innings left.
Not going to happen.
A run an inning. Extra innings, go take it.
6 innings, like 140 more games. Nothing crazy.
No, our season's over.
Peter says, you guys just need to pay Scooble. It's like a heavy cloud hanging over the franchise. Why? If I was Scooble, why would I sign here? They can't score runs.
If I'm Scooble, I'm getting out.
Like, go win somewhere.
Yeah, I hear the Dodgers are looking for more amazing players.
They choked today, too.
They did choke today. They finally lost the game.
They left a ton of runners in scoring position today.
Yeah, they had bases loaded, no outs, and they only got 1 run off it.
Yeah. What you eating there, dude?
Like a gluten-friendly cheese pizza. It's not really pizza. It's more like breadsticks. They're not that good.
Yeah. I like my pizza with extra gluten.
I mean, the gluten just has so much flavor, right, John?
No, yeah, the gluten's
Oh,
amazing.
Gluten's all the
Someone
flavor.
said today. Someone asked me today. Never eat it. Never eat it again. Eat it once a year, and be able to have it every day between gluten, meat, and dairy.
Oh my God. Say that again.
So gluten, meat, and dairy. Eat it whenever you want. Get rid of one forever, and only eat one once a year.
I would want to eat gluten whenever I want, whenever I can.
So only meat once a
Dude.
year, and you're giving up dairy.
Oh my God.
The reason I
that's
say
so
that,
good.
the reason I say that, dude, I want you to know that the top of the fourth just started, and we have one out.
Yeah.
Brother,
Mhm.
we speedrun innings
All
more
of
than
the
any
best
team on
meats.
baseball. I'm so sorry.
All of the best meats are in between glutens.
I was just about to, but here's the thing, Chris. The most.
Burrito, hamburger, sandwich.
Oh yeah, well, you're absolutely right. Never mind, John. I'd have to put gluten. I'd have to just completely cut gluten out then. I'd cut gluten out. I'd say dairy once a year, and then give me meat. I don't need cheese. That's the worst question ever. I need cheese on meat. I
That's
need
what I'm
cheese.
saying,
I need a
dude.
cheeseburger.
Yeah, I can't do. That's impossible, John. I refuse to answer the question.
I'm keeping meat. I'm doing dairy once a year. I'm cutting gluten. And on that dairy day, boys, a jacuzzi filled with cheese whiz. You know what I mean? I'm just in there. I'm drinking.
Julia
heavy
makes fun
cream
of me
only.
because I will literally grab the shredded cheese out of the fridge and just start eating.
No,
Like
No,
I can't
that's a
go
little-
without any of these.
listen, cheese is
Hey,
delicious.
hey guys, guess what? Kerry Carpenter,
We're out,
just short.
dude.
It's not.
If we could, dude. If I had the option to bet how long an inning would go, or like a top of the inning would go, I'd take the Tigers under every time. How fast are they going to strike out? 5 minutes? 3 minutes? Give me the under every single time, dude.
Here
this
comes
team-
a Riley Green homer. Just
Nah,
to
here
fill
come.
it.
Nah, man, I don't want a Riley Green. I don't want a 1-6, right? I don't want a home run down 6. Okay.
He wants a grand slam.
Yes, I want a guy on first. I want a guy on second.
Yeah.
I want the pressure
I want
getting to the
some-
pitcher.
I want some ribbies, dude. Some ribbies.
Right? I want the pitcher. Like a pitcher gives up a homer up 6. It's like whatever. Pitcher gives up a hit, then a double, then another hit, then another hit. Like that's way more mentally draining than one home run up 6. Like, jeepers, man. We're terrible.
Brandon Mitch says, "I'll give Tyler my Riley Green autograph card if he hits one here."
No, man, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want.
Let's just stay here. Let's just stay with the Tigers right now. Let's just start here.
Okay.
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 Good to see you, boys.
Good to see you
I
too,
got
guys.
some fun- I got some fun meetings going on this week. Keep you posted.
Yeah, we love that. We love that. We
Yep.
love that.
I'll talk to you about it tomorrow at Mom's thing. Looking
Yes.
forward to it, and just a lot of whiplash from you right now. We'll get to Michigan, talk Pistons, I'll talk Red Wings, even though that's going to put me in a pissy mood as well. But let's just stay with the Tigers.
Yep.
Here's a team. Let's just put it into perspective. Where last year they had, what was it, like was it a 30-game lead? Was it a 30-game lead? How many? They had a double-digit game lead over the Guardians, and then lost the division
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
because they went on a massive slump hitting, right? After doing great most of the rest of the year and a lot of the year before. Then they end up 15 games. Okay? They had a 15-game lead, choked it away. Then they beat the Guardians. And they were a game away from the American League championship.
Smooth. Thank you for the 10 gifted,
The
brother. I
game away.
appreciate it, man.
And extra innings, by the way, if you guys remember how awful that was to watch. Speaking of us
Yeah, I
remember.
not being able to hit.
Yep. 3
We
outs
had
for out.
0 bats this offseason. We brought McGonigal up. Max Clark currently has hit 10 in a row in the minors, 10 hits in a row at his last 10 at-bats, including multiple doubles. Just an unbelievable play right now, and we are hitting like nothing. No one's doing anything. We're getting swept by one of the worst teams in baseball. Riley Green just struck out again.
Mm-hmm.
Riley Green, 0 homers this season.
Yep.
Torque, 0. I think Torque might still have 0 as well.
No, Torques. Oh, Carpenter's got bombs, though, yeah.
Carpenter has a couple. McGonigal started hot, not doing anything. Skubal pitching well, but had a bad inning yesterday. And then we got this Valdez guy from the Astros who was one of their best pitchers. He pitched great for us a week and a half ago, right after Scooble, 1-2 punch, gave up 6 runs to the Twins. It's freezing cold. We're not adjusting how we try to hit. We're flying out towards the home run every single time instead of trying to play small ball like the Guardians, like the Twins did to us in the first inning. And we're under 500. It's not looking good.
It is so early. I understand how many games we have, but
Right.
I don't care. Like, you don't
just
want to
looked
be
really
losing.
bad.
Exactly. When you're losing, it's like, oh, okay. But when you're losing the way that we're losing and how bad we're losing, and we're just giving up crazy runs, and even Scooble's getting
And
up.
to the teams we're losing to.
That's another thing too. We're not playing. We're not losing to the Dodgers. All right, we're not going 0-3 against the Yankees. I mean, even it's sickening, dude.
Yeah.
We
It's
lost
not
2
great.
against the Diamondbacks. We lost
2
1
against
to
the
Cardinals,
Diamondbacks, yeah.
And we're getting swept by the Twins.
And we're getting swept by the Twins, the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, it's embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing, and it hurts even more that I ended up tailing your bet again today. But I digress.
Well, Chad, you'll have to hear me say, I did tell Tyler, let's go Yankees, Tigers. Very confident in the Yankees. There's no way the Tigers get swept. There's no way that Valdez gives up 6 runs in the first. And there's no way that they don't just absolutely destroy Minnesota's pitching today. And there's absolutely a way. They're down 6-0.
Yeah.
A lot of game left. A lot of game left, a lot of season left, but it does not feel good. Here's what I want to do, boys. We, the 3 of us, we drive to Detroit. Tyler, you text your Tigers guy.
Okay.
Right? Hey, we need a meeting with you make something up with a couple of these players and AJ Hinch, okay? And they think we're going to go do some charity type thing. And then I bring a whiteboard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And on the whiteboard, I draw the baseball diamond. And I sit in front of Hinch and I say, listen, I just want to explain something to you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So the pitcher is going to try to strike you out. He's going to try to throw 3 strikes into this little box.
Yeah.
And if you swing and miss, that's a strike. But if he gives outside the box, then it's a ball.
Right.
And if he throws 4 outside the box,
Mhm.
we get on base for free.
Right.
And if we get around all the bases, we score a run.
Okay.
And the idea is that the pitcher really doesn't want us to hit it, but we can hit the ball. And then if we hit it, we get to run around the bases as well.
No, you lost me.
And after we explain that to them,
You lost me.
maybe they hire us to help the team win baseball game.
It
No,
sounds like a lot more fun when you get to hit the ball because then you get to run.
you lost me.
Am I getting this?
So you're lost.
Yeah, no, you lost me. Back it up. Back it up again to the hitting the ball to get on the base.
Yeah. So here's
Walk
the
me through
thing
that.
is that you don't even have to do that. You just have to not swing at balls, and you'll still get on base.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
So there is merit to not swinging sometimes. Is that what
There
you're
is.
saying?
There is. And then sometimes the pitcher has to throw it inside of this thing called the strike zone
Right.
because otherwise he's just going to walk everyone. And when he does that, then it's easier to hit.
Oh my god, dude, I'm catching on, brother. I'm catching on.
You
You know what?
see?
I'm down for this. This road trip sounds like it could be fun.
Now it's
We can go
starting to make
some of our
sense.
Favorite restaurants in Detroit while we're there.
Now it's
There we
starting to
go.
make sense. Pro Day, I think with 85 months, man. Good to see you, bro.
Sounds like a really fun trip.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Book it. I need
Gun to
it.
your head right now. Do the Tigers make the playoffs this year?
No.
Yes.
Chris says yes.
Nah,
Tyler
man.
says no.
I'm all about recency
Hey, you know
bias.
what? A very biased, hyperbolic.
Drip,
man
thank you for the
once
100
said,
months, brother. Love you, dude.
A lot of ball game left.
Wow.
There is a lot of ball game left. There's a lot of season left, and it's very cold out. And the Tigers have historically not been good in the cold, which is not good in the playoffs for us, by the way.
We haven't been good in the cold. Like, we're from Detroit.
But yeah,
I
that's
know,
a
you would
Jared
think-
Goff. That's a
you
Jared Goff.
Yeah, what
So
do
story
Jared
that I've
Goff
heard as
has,
well.
yeah, but Jared Goff has the stats to back up that he can play in the cold. The Tigers historically have been very, very bad in the months of March and April, and October,
Nah,
and pretty
dude.
decent in May through August.
Well, John, if you're wondering what the score is, it is 7-0, and that was with 2 outs.
oh, so we gave up a home run. So you can hit a home run on the cold.
No, 2 outs and a guy on second. We just gave up a single. So they have a guy on first now, and we're down 7.
Yikes.
Well, maybe we'll put Jahmai Jones in, who hasn't done anything this year either, over Colt Keith, our only hitter.
I have an idea. What if we bench every one of our shit hitters right now? Sorry for cussing.
Okay.
And we just grab some homeless people off the street and put a bat in their hands. I genuinely think that they would earn more runs than our offense right now.
You think Sammy Sosa can still swing a bat?
I think we get roided out.
Christ.
Why don't we just
You know what
start
I mean?
slipping some metabolic steroids into their drinks, and maybe they'll start hitting.
What
Because
about
On
some- what
explaining
about some of that-
baseball to a 3-year-old and then Sammy Sosa reference. This is amazing.
Dude, what about the They just might need like some Space Jam, Looney Tunes type talent water.
I think that might do
Right.
it. Just
Dude,
psych them out.
There's nothing missing from the Tigers right now except a placebo. That's it. We just gotta say something's in the water, something's in the train, and we're gonna get this thing back on track. All right.
Sure.
All right. Before we go to celebration mode, if you don't mind, guys, I would like to just stick right with heartbreak.
Red Wings, yeah.
The Detroit Red Wings are, I mean, they're like less than 5% chance of making the playoffs now. They have to basically win out and hope that Ottawa loses 2 games they shouldn't. And Ottawa's been playing really well. And then also hope that the Flyers don't, just keep winning as well. So let me just recap. And I don't even want to go.
It's out of their hands now.
Right. And I don't even want to go 2 weeks back. We could just talk about the Wild game on Easter Sunday when we were down 4-1 after being up 1-0 and came back to make it 4-4. And then Patrick Kane, all-time leading points ever for an American in the NHL, right? Broke that record finally after just a couple games ago. Absolute veteran, multiple Stanley Cup champion, takes the dumbest tripping call of his life and admits that it's the play he regrets the most in his life so far in his career.
Yikes.
They get a 2-minute penalty. They score a goal. They win. We don't even get the 1 point for overtime. We lose.
We did almost pull it out 6-on-5 when we pulled the goalie.
Yep. Almost.
Couple chances. Couple chances.
Didn't go your way. Sometimes it needs to go your way. Then, after that, we are up 4-3 yesterday against Columbus, who's also fighting for a playoff spot in our division. And with 15 seconds left, they pull their goalie, and they got a goal to send it to overtime. And then we lost in a shootout. 1 point. This is now 10 seasons in a row likely that the Red Wings will not make the playoffs after 25 straight years of making it. Dylan Larkin has not made the playoffs since his rookie season, and he's our captain. And so I know, Todd, you're not like all in yet on the Red Wings or watching every single game yet, but I do think you're going to get there like you are with the Tigers, even though you regret that now. And like you are with the Pistons
deeply.
and the Lions. My question to you is, do you fire Steve Yzerman? He inherited an awful team, and now it's his team. Now most of the guys are his guys, and we still are going to miss the playoffs. Or are you going to be a little merciful and realize that literally if we have the same amount of points we have now in the last 2 seasons, we do make the playoffs, and the East is just a little bit cracked this year, and give them 1 more year to make some free agent moves?
I'm going to be completely honest, brother. Burn it all to the ground.
Yeah, and then I'm the opposite. I don't think I would fire him. I think if you think we have the talent on the roster to make the playoffs, at this point, it's more on the coach and the players than it is on Yzerman.
But while you're watching these games, like the talent is there, but the heart, the fight, the grit isn't there. You know what I mean? Like whose fault is that?
Right. I would say not the GMs.
Well, probably Larkin or the coach.
Right.
Ty wants to burn it to the ground, which would mean 4 to 6 more years. I mean, Ty, we burn it to the ground. We're trading Larkin. We're trading probably Lucas Raymond. We're trading DeBrincat.
Good.
It's basically restarting with Mo Sider. No more playoffs for the next 5 years.
Well, we're already 10 years down, right? Why delay the inevitable?
Nah.
Chris wants to give it 1 more shot. Ty says fire Yzerman.
Yeah.
Dude. Look, bro.
What does Jeremy think about this, dude?
At this point,
They should burn it to the ground.
At this point, all of Detroit is being burned to the ground besides the Pistons. The Pistons took a team, I guess the Lions too, and the Pistons.
They're still favored in the North, although I'm worried.
I don't know,
Lions,
man.
I
don't know.
The Lions are the last place team in the North right now.
That's true.
Okay, let's
Wow.
not. While we're down here, let's just not sugarcoat it. Let's just not sugarcoat it.
What are we doing, man?
Okay. Hypothetically, we're the worst team in the NFC North. I don't believe that, but that's what the record says.
Yeah, dude. Listen, let me tell you right now. There's one savior in Detroit right now, and it's the Pistons, dude. It's the Pistons, bro. It's the way they play ball.
If you would have told me that they were a 50-win team, I would have.
Yeah, you got to be kidding me, bro. I mean, if you guys have watched a single Pistons game, bro, there is something about this team, dude. Just Duran. Duran's an absolute
He's a monster.
Freak of nature. He's not even in his prime yet, dude. He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna get better. Cade Cunningham is just a lights out closer this year. I mean, he has ascended these last 2 years. He's absolutely ascended as a player. The defense that we play, Azar Thompson, bro, the veteran from Tobias Harris. I mean, Duncan Robinson. These guys,
Duncan's hitting shots.
These kids, I'm telling you, bro, this team is they're changing that's how basketball should be played right now, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it, dude. The energy. You want to talk about grit?
Right?
Cade's back 100%. We're minus
Cade is
19 and a half against the Bucks, right? Which is funny because it's like he's not even going to play that much, I imagine, because we don't need it. So he's probably just trying to get some shots in. Anyways, I love it. I love it. Even like people are saying the Lions window's closed. That's a possibility. I mean, you can look at. I mean, listen, I don't believe it either, but it is a possibility, right? We had a great chance against the Niners 2 years ago, and we could have made something happen last year too. But we were just kind of struggling early with our offensive line. But the point is our one hope. We had one of the worst teams in the league 2 years ago, Pistons, and here we are, dude. Right?
Could you imagine? Go ahead, Ty.
No, I'm just saying. Like you look at. I mean, the Tigers, I love it. Dude, I want everyone to succeed in Detroit. I want our teams to be dominating, bro. But the Tigers have disappointed year in and year out when we've had the roster to put a run together. The Lions could have won the last 2 years, right? The Red Wings are the almost barely losing the playoffs every single year. We haven't made it in 10 years. If you would have told me 3 years ago that the Pistons would be the best team in Detroit, I'd be like, you're out of your mind.
Everyone would have said that. It would have been plus 25 million.
Here we are.
You know who I feel really bad for, boys? We need to pour one out. I feel, and I'm not trolling. I know you're going to think I'm trolling. There's people in chat who are going to think I'm trolling. I feel really bad for Michigan State fans. Because they're hypothetically, right? They're fans of the Red Wings who are choking, and the Tigers, and the Lions, and the Pistons. Okay, good. And then they have Michigan State, who is little brother now in football and basketball. And how about this for a stat, dude? They're down bad. Michigan has now won a championship in football and a championship in basketball since 2024, which is more wins than Michigan State has against Big Ten football teams in the last year. I mean, they're down so bad. At least we get Michigan, who just won a national championship, fellas.
Yeah, and my best friend, went to Michigan State and is a huge Michigan State fan. So I think, I think it is because growing up, it always felt like they were better at basketball, and football, it was like a coin flip. And now, you're right. It is leaned pretty heavily to Michigan in recent years, for sure.
And let's not forget that the Michigan Wolverines are in the final Frozen Four, 2 wins away from a championship in hockey, which a sport that Michigan State is very good at as well.
I'm excited to talk March Madness. When did you want to segue into that?
Right now. That was my segue into Michigan basketball.
Let's
Guys,
go.
I don't know if Ty had a chance to tell his stream yet, but I talked to my wife. My boys all my kids are young still. So my oldest is 11, Zachary's 9, and my wife and I let them stay up super late Monday. We actually drove to my parents' house. Ty and Chris were there. My dad, 3 generations of Blevins boys watching Michigan basketball in a really just tight championship game. Lots of ups, some downs. It was so much fun. Good snacks, good drinks, good company, and we got to watch Michigan win the second championship of my lifetime, but I was 37 years ago. I don't remember it.
To all be together for that was really special.
Yep.
It was awesome.
What a
was
blessing,
your favorite
dude.
moment of the night? I know mine.
Probably. I mean, when the clock hit 0.
Mine was the McKinney 3.
Yeah, that McKinney 3.
McKinney
Step
3.
back.
Yeah, we got so loud. We all, like
nasty.
the kids, all of us just screamed at the top of our lungs. That pretty much sealed it. We missed that
I would
shot.
say,
They
or
get
the
ball.
Cadeau and 1.
I think Cadeau
That was nasty.
I think Cadeau's 3. When Cadeau finally, he was already hot all night, dominating, playing so well, and then when he finally took a 3 and he hit it, that was my moment where I was like, let's go. Someone's got to get hot from the 3-point line, please. So,
do you guys remember? So I want to talk March Madness for a little bit because I read a couple articles today that said, Michigan is the best team. They definitely deserved it. Blah blah blah, all
Bought,
that.
not
But then all of them were saying no, they didn't even care about that. But all of them were saying like that this was a terrible March Madness. So do you guys remember before when we were doing our prediction stream, and I said what you want to do is you want to go mostly chalk, and then pick one division where like an underdog comes out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That was what I told people to do. Okay. And then like everyone's acting all surprised. Like, dude, that UConn, is it Mullins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mullins.
Dude, Mullins 3-pointer against Duke.
There it is.
That's all time. That's like an all-time March Madness moment. We had
Yeah.
Iowa upset Florida, then upset Nebraska. Like, again, I'm not saying it was the best March Madness, but I don't think, like, with NIL, I definitely wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. Right?
I agree.
I think the most surprising thing to me was the Michigan-Arizona game. Like, I get why people were, like, someone getting dog-walked in the Final Four. Like,
When we were sold that it was going to be the best basketball game in the last.
Everyone thought that was going to be the finals. I mean,
right. So I get that, but like I'm curious what chat thinks. Like overall, I thought it was an entertaining March Madness.
I thought it was an entertaining March Madness, dude. I mean, literally the very first game of March Madness was Duke Siena, and Duke won by 6.
Yeah.
Like there was literally almost a number, like a 1 seed upset.
Ohio State
Yeah.
TCU was good. Justin says here, let me find it here. It's because there weren't any major upsets, but overall the basketball play was great. I couldn't agree more. The basketball was great.
No,
They were
100%.
great
Yeah, absolutely. Listen,
people want Cinderellas.
these are just the first games I'm looking at. Literally,
you wouldn't call Iowa a Cinderella?
I mean, no, dude, the Big Ten's jacked. Like Iowa, Illinois, Ohio
Dude, you're
State.
just
probably
not gonna
like,
see. Yeah, you're just not gonna see like Davidson's anymore. You're just not gonna see it.
that's fine, bro. And listen, but like I don't care about. I want good basketball. I want close basketball. I want buzzer beaters, right? I want a 2-point shot. That's it. That, like, to me, like, that's March Madness. Anyone can win, sure. You want upsets, but it doesn't matter. I want close games, dude. One team can upset another team, even if it's close. TCU, Ohio State, 66-64. St. John's, Kansas, 67-65. Duke, St. John's, 80-50. Duke, Siena, your crazy upset, 71-65. The very first game. Louisville, South Florida, 83-79. I mean, look at these games. Every one of these games was like, and that was just the East, right? Like these were all over. So I just disagree. I think if you want the crazy upset where Cinderella story 16, like, get over yourself, get over it. It can still happen. It'll be super few and far between, but like I think the
I remember I told you guys that it's like less than 5% now.
Yeah, sure, but listen, anyone can win, and that's March Madness. So like I don't know. Good games, buzzer beaters. That's the chaos.
Kentucky half-court shot that I would have been up so much money.
Yes.
Oh, that was nuts. That was a great shot too.
It was a crazy moment, and I was in Vegas, like watching with people who've got money on both sides, right? And like the reaction was March Madness. It was there. Like they hit the buzzer, then Kentucky goes out and hits the buzzer. I mean, it was great. But I do think that you hear the change they're making, so they're going to expand it. So the round of 64 is going to stay on Thursday, Friday. So that's still going to feel March Madness-y. And then I think they're adding 12 teams, so it'll be 76. And so it'll be one more round ahead of that, which will be the play-in.
Cool.
I actually like that. And here, and I don't know if you guys do or not, but the reason I do like it is that there's the conference tournament, I think, is one of the biggest jokes in college basketball. I think it's way too heavily weighted. I think the regular season should matter more than the conference tournament at the end of it. And we're talking about.
So you don't like that whoever wins it gets a free bid?
Not if it's the only bid in the conference. No, I think whoever wins the regular season should get a bid. And then maybe if a different team wins the tournament, then maybe they also get one. And maybe that'll change now that there's 76 teams. But we're talking about complaining that there was no Cinderellas when 4 or 5 of the conference regular season winners didn't even make the tournament because they lost in the conference tournament. And so those are teams that, like, they grinded. They showed that they had what it took all regular season long through the grueling travel of the regular season, lost to a team they had played twice already. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. And then they're done. They don't get, so you don't get to see some of these teams that you kind of want to see. I think that there were some teams this year that if they would have gotten in, they won their conference, they didn't win the tournament, they could have upset one of those 5 seeds.
Yeah, I like it, as long as it doesn't get out of control.
Well, it's 76-100 is the next lead.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I mean, you want it to be
Top
mad.
one's 100.
You want it to be madness, bro. Let's go madness. All right. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the world wants, right? I mean, we want more, right? Stakes higher, more, right? We've added on an extra NFL game. I mean, that's, it's It makes sense. I get it. Let's make it madness, dude. Right? You want an upset? Bring in 128 teams. I'm kidding. But yeah.
Now that my March Madness party is concluded until my kids are out of the house, the new March Madness party is you guys coming over on Thursday, Friday.
Oh, I'm in, dude.
The boys.
Dude, it's just like it's such a busy time of year for me, man.
No, we just gotta bring.
You just have to take 2 sick days, Chris.
We just bring all. Listen, here's what we do, guys. We bring all the kids, and we just figure it out.
You guys ever notice how Blevins misses the first 2 days of March Madness every?
Dude, who cares, bro? Dude, live your life.
There was a t-shirt, dude. That was Bowen. That was Bowen in Grays Lake. He was never there that Thursday, Friday, and like the one time he was, it was on the TV in physics class.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely love it. So let me ask you this, guys. We've talked about this in different ways before, but I've never asked you in this way. Assuming that if the Lions win the Super Bowl, you're 100 out of 100 of excitement, the most excitement you could feel as a sports fan. Same. What was your excitement winning the national championship on Monday night?
So it was more special because we were together, which I know we would be for a Lions Super Bowl. So I was gonna say 80. I'm gonna put it up to 88
out of 100.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a 70, dude. Maybe even a 60 out of 100, bro.
Higher than I thought you'd say, Ty.
I was more excited because I had that future on it than I was because I didn't want. I'm serious. I wasn't invested in our team in the regular season. Like I knew we were great. It was cool that we actually, met some of the players when we were doing our Michigan charity stream last year. So that was also cool to see that come to fruition because I remember, asking him, he's like, I think we can win this year, right? Or I think we can win next year, which is really cool. So that, like, again, that was dope. But like at the end of the day, you want to talk about what I'm invested in. I've been invested in the Pistons the last 3 years. I've been invested in the Lions the last 20, right? And I've been invested in the Tigers the last 3 to 4 years. So like those are the teams that I want to see win more than anything. Yeah.
Same, but that was a special night, and
the night was special. Michigan winning made it more special. I don't know, hanging out with the, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
For sure.
Chris, you said 88.
Yeah.
That's higher than I was going to rank it, but I watched every single Michigan basketball game this year. Every single one of them. I mean, like Jody was disappointed a little bit that I took the kids to the house because she's like, wow, so I just watched all these games with you all year long when I didn't want to, and I'm not going to get to watch the championship. I was like, no, I want you to come too. Bring the baby, and that would be annoying for her to put the baby to sleep through all night. So I was very invested in this team. I love Dusty May. I've been invested in Michigan basketball for a long time. I literally am married and have 4 children because Michigan made the championship 11 years ago when I was able to propose to Jody with the winnings I got from March Madness bracket to buy a ring. So I was very invested, but at the same time, I'm just that much more invested in the Lions and the Red Wings and the Pistons and the Tigers. And so I'd give it an 80. And if you would have asked me before the game what it would be, I would have said a 70. So I'm guessing that being with you guys and Dad and my kids brought it from a 70 to an 80. But dude, it's a special moment, man. We had one of the best basketball teams of all time when we had the Fab Five. And this was probably the best basketball team Michigan's ever had.
Correct.
That's cool.
Did you see that clip of Painter? They went back to that presser where he's like, that team won't lose 4 games.
Yep.
And for that prediction to come true, we had to win the tournament, and they did.
That was awesome. Also, another thing I don't remember who was on Michigan, but someone said one of them, I think it was after they won like one of their top 16 games, whatever. It was in March Madness. One of our players said, like, we're the best Michigan team that's ever existed. And I remember one of the people on the, what do you call it when you're just like on the board? Not board, just on the desk, right? From one of the ESPN short shows, whatever. He's like, okay, that's big talk. And you know what? Go out and prove it. Because like on paper, yes, you guys are maybe even there. You guys have that talent, but like, we can't even discuss this until you guys win this championship. And then they won the championship. The panel, thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. So now it's like, now they won it. It's like, okay, it's like now the debate can begin. Is this team the best Michigan team? And I love that. I love that, like, Michiganders and sports enthusiasts now get to actually have that debate and things like that. So I mean, I love it, dude. I think it was great for our city. Happy for the boys, dude. And happy we got to watch it together.
Yeah.
Trying to find this post. I can't find it, but I'll share what I read earlier on Twitter. I can't find it, but Cadeau's brother was being interviewed apparently either today or yesterday, and said that North Carolina's coach, who has since been fired, they hired the old Nuggets head coach, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Mike Malone, is that his name?
Mike. Yes.
Apparently, Hubert, who I believe was the coach at North Carolina, who got fired when Cadeau was playing there during practice, would stop practice every time Cadeau shot a three and get in his face and scream at him not to shoot threes. And that's part of the reason why he transferred to Michigan. And look what he did on that route. I mean, Lendeborg was amazing throughout the tournament. Mara had his games, but like Cadeau was the glue that whole time.
I thought
driving force on defense, dished it, shot well, took it to the rim. I mean, just amazing. And he was hitting threes.
Yeah.
Like, what a cool story.
Dude,
Yeah.
it felt like he set the tone for Michigan.
I don't think we win with that. I mean, I don't even think we come like we dominated Arizona and like we won that UConn game because of Cadeau. I mean, bro, he was electric. He dominated every time he drove, and like some of there's just the shots that he was making, the and ones. I thought he was exceptional. Not to mention his free throw percentage was crazy in those games too. So, I mean, dude, he was lights out.
And what was he? Was he 70% or 80%?
He was 70% from the free throw line, he didn't. I don't think he missed a single free throw, or he missed one out of like 12 or something. So Chris was talking about the law of averages and how many free throws he was making. I thought that was cool.
Chris was doing the announcer jinx there.
Listen,
Yeah, and it worked. It did. It worked. It was a reverse jinx. He hit both when he
reverse
did that.
jinx, dude. I'll take it. Guys, over under the Tigers get a run this inning. We have a guy on second, no outs.
Do you realize how much money we would have won, Ty, if we just bet on the Tigers not to score this game? It would have been like plus 1,000.
Yep. There's an out. There's an out. Dude, we're so bad. No, we're so terrible.
It'll be okay. There's still 4 innings left for them to get 7 rounds. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. The Twins are bad. Believe. We're just worse. So
Correct.
I want to talk about the Masters here in a little bit. I know you're into golf now, Ty. Before we do that, let's chat draft. Chris wanted to talk NFL draft. It's probably the most common question I get from March, besides March Madness, from March until the draft is, John, who do you want the Lions to take? Who do you like? With Brad Holmes as our GM, I refuse to even look into any of it because he's going to take the best player available. He's probably going to take the guy that I don't want. And 9 times out of 10, he hits it. Like when he took Laporta, I was like, along with the media, I was kind of like, all right, tight end, here we go. And Laporta's awesome. When he took Penei Sewell, I was like, all right, that guy's supposed to be really good. He's one of the best tackles in the league.
He is best tackle in the league.
When he took Jack Campbell, I was like, really? We have really good linebackers. Why? Like, we don't need Jack Campbell. He's one of the best young linebackers in the league. So I trust him, but I'm just so not into draft prep these days because it just feels like you're throwing darts at a giant dartboard, hoping one sticks so you can say I was right about this guy. I love the draft. I've live streamed at the draft the last 3 years. I'm not doing it this year unless I go to a Penguins playoff game that is scheduled around the same time and hang out with Rusty. So I'm just going to sit back, relax, and do some research when the Lions make their pick. Chris, what do you want to chat about?
Well, so I was mainly wanting to talk about fantasy football.
Oh,
you want to talk Dynasty?
Yeah. That was
Chris
it.
is doing it. Ty, I've done 0 Dynasty research for this draft.
I'm chalked, bro. I mean, my league's already cooked. I mean, not really, but I mean, I'm so bad. All my guys.
So the reason I say this, guys, a couple of really big pieces came out today, right? Brugler from The Athletic, he released The Beast today. Right, where he's got a write-up of over 300 eligible draftable players, and he's got nuggets on all of them. He's got his top 100. He's got reports on all of them. He has it like how they were raised, like straight up. He's got all this information. It's a really good piece if you're into the NFL.
If you're into 5-hour-long reads.
And then Warren Sharp, Rich Huber, their fantasy guy over there does a great job just giving pre-draft breakdowns. So like how he rates these players before teams take them, but then obviously he tells you, he's like, but it doesn't matter who's more talented. It matters. Opportunity is what matters. So it's like you want a receiver who gets drafted by Miami, right? Because they just lost Waddle, right? So you want players who are going to get on the field.
Yeah,
is essentially
you don't want a receiver drafted by the Eagles, right?
Right, exactly.
Right.
So like where you get drafted matters, and so it's just kind of like, okay, yes, look at talent, evaluate talent, but also the location matters. And it was just a lot of really good information I was looking at today. And yeah, I think a lot of people are discounting the talent because people are saying Mendoza's like the only quarterback that's going to go in the first round. But it's a really exciting defensive draft. It's a really exciting offensive line draft, and I think there's some diamonds in the rough at wide receiver that you can find.
I think the wide receiver
that's
position.
interesting.
I think the wide receiver position. This is speaking as somebody with absolutely no professional, expertise. But like, at the end of the day, dude, good hands, speed, and like, if you're intelligent and can learn routes, like, I feel like there's less. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Quarterback's the hardest position in the game, but like, yeah, I feel like you could train up a wide receiver really well, right? I think you have to have the physical body. You have to be 300 pounds and pure muscle and to be a lineman. You know what I'm saying, right? But like, I feel like you can teach, like you can build athleticism in a wide receiver, and you can build that talent up. Yeah, I think diamonds in the rough, and then also it's also where you are too. At the end of the day, you want to talk again, John. You bring it up. I feel like if you take a lineman, right, that lineman's gonna be he's probably gonna be damn good no matter where you put him, right? He's a lineman. He's gonna ooga booga, right? Grab this guy, throw him to the ground. But when you take someone like Kenny Golladay, right, like where Matthew Stafford made Kenny Golladay look like a legend, right? That was also a quarterback making him look better, and I feel like that diamond in the rough, Chris, could just be a coachable wide receiver that a quarterback connects with, right? I mean, yeah. But I don't think you're going to get anywhere else, right?
Right. Some of these guys, dude, I was doing the research today. Some of these guys had 25% of their targets were not catchable. So it's just like you're talking about like missed volume because the quarterback was so bad.
Yeah.
Even though the receiver was open on those routes. And so, I find it really interesting. And it's just it's exciting because think about it. So if you're a dynasty fantasy baller, most drafts are 3 to 5 rounds, which means you're picking like upwards of 50 rookies potentially. Like there's Brugler doesn't have a running back like with a grade after Love until like the 3rd round. Like where he has Jeremiah Price going from Notre Dame. He has Price going 2nd. Or at least he ranks him 2nd. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm really interested to see where these guys go. And I just wanted to give you guys 2 players I'm excited for. You guys ready?
Yes.
I am. And then I have a Lions question for you guys.
Okay.
So I want you guys to pay attention to 2 wide receivers later in the draft. It'll be like 3rd, 4th round. Okay. Ted Hurst is one of them. He played for Georgia State, right? So not a really big known school. Mekhi Lemon was the only player in the class with a higher missed tackle rate after the catch than Ted Hurst. So really interesting talent, super athletic, obviously raw in some areas, but that's the team's job, right? Coach him up. So that's Ted Hurst. And then the second one that I was reading that kind of jumped out at me, and he's, I think, a different tier, was, Elijah Sarrett from Indiana. Dude, just another guy, 6'2", 210 pounds. Again, it depends on what the team these guys go to, but just pay attention. Pay attention to the later rounds of the draft. There's always these diamonds. And I will be giving more, like the week after the draft, guys, if you don't mind. I would like to do like a segment like a fantasy segment, where we get to talk about these players knowing what team they're on.
Yeah,
I agree.
That'll be fun. To Ty's point, like running back, wide receiver, even tight end, those offensive positions, when you have freak athletes, you go to it like it's the transition to the NFL is a lot easier than it is for a linebacker, for a corner, sometimes for a safety, although safety a little easier than corner. And so you're going to see, I mean, Manung guy was drafted in the 7th round. And at the end of the year, he was better than Swift for the Bears.
Yep.
I would argue. And so to your point, Chris, not having running backs really rated high until the 3rd round. All right. There's probably some guys that can still start
right.
or at least, be RB2. So let me ask you guys this. The Lions right now, it's like split down the middle 50-50, maybe closer to 60-40 that they draft an offensive lineman and the 40 would be a defensive lineman. Penei Sewell, Dan Campbell just said a couple weeks ago, I believe it was during the combine or the coaches' meetings, whichever one, that they're going to move Penei Sewell over to left tackle, likely. So they'll be drafting a right tackle. We have our center, then you'd have Penei at left tackle. We have some really good young guards, and there's going to be some competition there with some young guards. We need a starting right tackle. And then we also need an edge opposite Hutch and potentially even a defensive tackle. I know a lot of Lions fans are hoping that Dexter Lawrence, who just asked for a trade from the Giants, who's one of the best nose tackles in the game. They want to make a move for him. Who knows if we will? I doubt it. So my question for you is, offensive, let's go right tackle or edge, defensive end. Who do you hope the Lions get? And what position, if they drafted that was not a tackle or a defensive end, would piss you off?
I think a corner would piss me off. I think another corner.
In the first round at 17? I'm with you.
Yeah, of course. Obviously. Corner, I mean, because like if our corners and our safeties ever actually just stay healthy, we have some of the top guys. Like statistically, they've done great when healthy. So I'd be pissed if we somehow grabbed a corner or safety. I'd be pissed. Obviously, Chris just said that there's only one quarterback going in the first round, so I don't want a QB, right? Because Goff is.
I could see Simpson going like early second round.
I don't know. I think I'd be pissed at a running back. I'd be really mad at a running back and a wide receiver.
At 17, 100%. There's just no.
Unless they traded back or something.
Right. I want a line. I want a guard. I want a I want an end.
John. Yep. I'll say that more than anything, John. I think it was either Jeremy, or Tyler. One of the Pride of Detroit guys did a really nice article on. I think it was Jeremy, on how Holmes needs to trade back more.
I just don't have anything else to stream right now, Chad. I'm not playing Ark, so I don't know.
And I agree with that. And so that's one thing that I'm super interested in. If we're picking at 17, just based on the talent that's there, right, with like Arvo Reese, like Bain, these guys are not going to be there at 17. So I would want us to go like Caleb Lomu from Utah if he's there. He could be our right tackle. Again, I want best player available, which it's looking at 7. Right. A lot of guys are saying he might have to be a guard though, so maybe not him. But yeah, just the best player available. I'm thinking it's going to be an offensive lineman. And then my least favorite is all the ones Tyler said.
Yep. And
my ultimate would be, if they don't feel like it's the right spot, trading back.
That's what you hope happens.
Yeah, because again, it's just such a high EV move. If you're bored, like if you're confident, if you're like, dude, the difference between like Fano or Lamu or whatever is this, and we can get more capital, like more bites at the apple, then I think you do it. And I think, or if you're like sold, like, like rushing to get that Hutch pick in, then I think you make the pick.
Yeah.
But I want a starter.
Yep. I want to tackle. I'll be pretty mad if we draft anything other than a tackle unless we trade back and get one. That's the one thing that I really do feel confident about Holmes, bro. Like when he knows what he wants.
I mean, geez, I might play league, dude. I don't know.
Because he knows that no one's going to snipe his pick. He's not. Otherwise, he wouldn't trade back. And he's going to get the guy he wanted, and then you get more picks. I'm down with that. All right. The Masters, fellas. How locked in? First of all, how locked in are you guys generally to the Masters? Since streaming,
I'm locked in. I'll be locked in
full time.
I'll be locked in.
I watch it the whole time, like while I'm streaming Thursday, Friday. I watch a little Saturday in the afternoon, and then Sunday I'm locked in from the first tee until the end. We're having friends over. I'm super pumped about it.
Yeah, it's always on. Yeah, I love it. I love it because it also, to me, it's a little poetic, man. It kind of signals spring.
Yeah.
Like
Windows down, or up rather, I guess, right? Windows up, open a window, hear the birds chirp.
Starting to turn.
Dude,
yes.
I'm not even joking. This is the weirdest thing ever. My garage was colder than the outside.
Yes.
I was not expecting that. I literally went to go take the trash out, and my garage is freezing. And as the garage door opens, I I'm like trying to like open up the freaking, and I open it up and it's like I reach out and it's like warm out. I'm like, what the? It was like visibly, like noticeably warmer. I'm like, I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready for some. I mean, at least down here in Illinois, or up here rather.
Yeah. Same. And it's gonna be on. There's nothing like cooking all day during the Masters.
Yeah, dude,
Like the
cooking,
golf
chilling,
is on, and
relaxing.
you're making dinner for the next week. Just got something stewing.
Got a master. There's nothing like a master's nap, too. You know what I mean? Jess is a big fan of it.
That's what Saturday's for sure, man. Windows open. Hopefully, there's just a little bit of rain and just a master's nap volume full blast.
Get me in there, dude. And now that I obviously I've been into, I haven't golfed in literally almost a year, but I obviously still love it. And I'm a big. I know a lot of the guys now, right? I had recently gamed with Minwoo the other day with Mason, or not really gamed with him, but he joined our Discord call, which is weird. So I want Minwoo to do well. I want Bryson DeChambeau to do well. I'm still a big Scotty Scheffler dude.
Rooting for him.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of, I got a good group of guys, and DeChambeau's like, I feel like the content creator of golfers, and so I have a soft spot for him, and I've met him.
I think he's top 3 in odds.
Yeah, he's been cooking. He's rolling right now, so I'm really excited for him.
He has been.
Obviously,
somebody
number one.
in the chat recently, before when we started, said that he's using a 3D printed 5-iron in the Masters.
Type it, bro.
No way.
That's what they said. In play.
No.
Oh,
bases loaded, 2 runs.
Chance!
Listen, dude.
Oh, it almost went yard. Line drive center field out.
Oh, that would have been incredible, dude.
Just get a hey, only down 5.
I mean, 2 runs, so we can get 2 more runs in the 7th, 2 more runs in the 8th, and we're down 1 going into the 9th.
A lot of ball game left. Dude. Go Tigers. So here's a tweet, and I don't know if you're gonna bring this up, Chris. Sorry if you are. If you were going to, I'll steal your thunder. A lot of people want to know who we're picking to win the Masters, and maybe who we think is going to be in the lead in the final round. This is a tweet I saw Tuesday morning when I was hanging out with Dad, having some coffee before the kids woke up to drive home after the Michigan win. Go Blue! 14 of the last 14 winners of the Masters had gained at least 18 total strokes tee to green in their 4 tournaments before their Masters win. 10 players in this year's field are entering the week going at least 18 strokes tee to green in their last 4 starts. Jon Rahm, number 1.
Yep.
At minus 35.4. Ludvig Aberg, whatever, 30.
Yep.
Morikawa, 27.7. McIlroy, 27.1. Matt Fitzpatrick, 25. Cameron Young, 24.6. Xander, 24.2. Bryson DeChambeau, 23.4. Tommy Fleetwood, 23.2. Minwoo Lee, 21.9. 14 out of the last 14 winners have been in that list. You'll notice that Scotty Scheffler is absent. And Scotty Scheffler is the clear outright winner favorite at plus 510.
Yeah, Rahm is 2, I think.
Second at plus 900.
Yeah.
And then DeChambeau at plus 1,000, McIlroy plus 1,225, and Xander at plus 1,550. So I ask you, who wins the Masters this year, and who is in the lead going into the final round? And if there are 2 answers, that's fine. If it's just 1, that's fine too.
I mean, just give me DeChambeau. Give me DeChambeau to just slay out. I'm going for my boy.
What are you putting on that, bro? Plus 1,050.
I can't bet on golf anymore.
What?
That's all I can say.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah, because you do stuff with golf.
I don't even know if that's
I'm going to say
public.
Well, you've done public stuff with golf. Maybe that's not the reason, but
Sure.
you have, and that's a fact.
I'll go Bryson is in the lead.
Tyler's joining the Masters. All right, go ahead, Chris.
I'm going to go Bryson's in the lead. Morikawa takes it, dude.
You got really?
Yeah, he was on that list, right?
Yeah, he was on the list.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
I think he's like plus 2,000 too. Or something.
Give me Morikawa to have the lead going into the final day, and Scheffler to be the outright winner to break the 14 out of the last 14 streak.
I like it.
I mean, dude, his wife just had another kid, man. He's
Yeah.
gonna be dialed.
Wasn't he saying there's more to golf? Wasn't he saying that? Who said
Yeah,
that?
but he also locks in.
Nah,
So
not
the
anymore.
big event
I don't think so.
happens, The big event happened. He's got that dad energy going in, man. You guys probably already feeling a little bit of that dad energy right now.
No, I don't think he
Wait
wants
till
it, bro.
we have
I don't think he wants it anymore, bro. Whenever anyone says there's more to, like when LeBron, has LeBron accomplished anything after his? It's just basketball. I mean, it's just basketball.
I don't.
Do you remember
I
that
don't know,
interview?
but
Do you remember that interview? Chat, I need you to Google that real quick. Ever since LeBron's it's just basketball interview, I want to know if he's won anything. Because
Haley goes, uh-oh, Josh Allen's already said that. We're cooked.
Josh Allen is another person who's like, there's much more than football. It's like, yeah, no. When you're not, dude, the second you lose that hunger, the second you're like,
You know who
there's
would
more
never,
to
guys?
life
You know who-
than the sport I'm playing. It's like
You know who would never? Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. That's it. Tom Brady ruined his family for football, and he got another ring too. Tom, you're the guy, dude. You're the guy. That's what I'm talking about.
You're gonna have
That's
your kid,
awful.
and you are going to just bounce back into Fortnite and just have a chapter 6 of the career. You know what I mean? A chapter 6.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
You have
with
that dad
dude.
energy.
If Arc Raiders didn't do that for me, which it kind of did almost, but like, yeah, it just fell off so fast. Yeah, I don't think there's another game. It's not going to be Fortnite. It's not going to be resurgence of an old game. It's going to be a new game that comes out that does it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think.
Can I tell you a fun story?
No.
Please do. I can't wait.
Ty, do you remember the class I FaceTimed doing the other day? Because
Yeah,
that girl bullied me.
Yeah.
Dude,
What did she bully you about? I want to hear this.
She goes,
What don't people bully him about?
I said something about her being my favorite Jamie because she'd been the only Jamie I'd taught. And she goes, is your brother's last name Blevins? And I go, yeah. She goes, then you're not my favorite Blevins.
Dang. Dang.
And so anyways, so it's the same class, Ty, obviously different day. And I'm just joking. So like because they know we all have a great relationship.
Right.
And I'm like, man, Ninja fell off, dude.
Damn, bro.
He really fell off. And dude, the class, dude, they start going in on me. They're like, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
hold up.
Do you even what? Dude, they all just start gassing you up, and I'm like, dude, I was kidding. I was making a joke, and I was like surprised
Because you
how they
actually
were all
thought I fell
defending-
off. That's crazy. Thanks, bro.
No, I was just I was
Yeah.
surprised at how they were all defending you.
No, that is actually insane, though. I mean, right? That means that they're not the trolls in my chat every day, which is great. Like I think we
they are
banned
not.
we banned like 15 people in this stream alone that have said that. So
Most of my students who watch you say they've never chatted.
yeah, a lot of people don't chat in my chat. I have one of the slowest moving. I probably have one of the slowest moving, highest viewership chats like on Twitch. I get like 3,000 plus viewers playing Ark, and like it moves at like 5 messages a minute. No one. I don't have a. Yeah, I don't have. It's whatever. Got a bunch of
Ty, you're doing
lurkers.
great. You're doing
Yeah, I
great.
appreciate it, bro. Yeah, thank you.
You have 10x my viewership, and I'm making enough to feed my wife and 4 children. You're doing fine.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you still got high schoolers gassing you up too.
That's honestly all I need, dude.
You know why though? That's pure low taper fade energy right there.
100%, dude. It's
'Cause they were
crazy.
too young to remember the old school Fortnite stuff. So
It's
that's pure low taper fade.
It's actually insane that a meme could be so massive it transcends time and space, dude.
Oh my
That's-
god.
And it's still huge. I saw a video the other day. Millions.
Millions, dude. And by the way,
Millions.
not joking. Not joking. These things happen. So, gentlemen,
Enjoy the Masters, fellas.
I will. I'm planning on
I
it.
got to watch a Michigan basketball championship. They're ranked top 5 to do it again next year already, which is awesome.
we love that.
I need a couple things from you guys. I need for sure for you both to lock the hell in to the Red Wings from here on out. And if you
It's
want
over.
to wait, if you want to wait until next season starts, that's totally fine. But I need the Pistons, Tigers, Lions energy from you guys all year with the Red Wing. I need it.
Okay.
It's the best sport in the world. All right.
Okay.
I need it. When it comes to the World Cup, we need to have a conversation soon off stream about what we're going to do. The USA, hear me out. I have a theory. They were messing with their lineup in all the scrimmages. They didn't have most of the guys that are going to be where they're going to be in those spots because they're tricking all the teams they're going to play in the group because they're getting ready to go on a run here. And the World Cup's in the USA probably for the last time in our lifetime. And we need to lock in this summer to United States of America soccer. You understand?
Yep.
Okay. I'm prepping you guys for what's to come.
All right.
All right. And then the Tigers are going to win this game, even though there's 2 on and 0 outs.
Yeah, that's the sum of our team this year,
You're down
dude.
7-2.
Yep.
I love that.
I'm in. I'll be texting you as we continue to blow this horrendous lead that we don't have. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I love you, boys.
Yep,
Great
I love you
show.
too.
When's the next one? We do one next week, 45 minutes to an hour after the Masters. Chris says
I'm gonna
no.
be a little busy.
Yeah,
next
he's
week.
gonna have his daughter, so that's not happening.
Wait,
I mean,
what? That's next week?
bro, that's in like
It's
a couple.
Monday,
Yeah,
bro.
it's Monday, dude. What's wrong with you?
Monday.
Oh my! I gotta make that
Yeah.
pot pie for you.
Father of two.
It's gonna be great, Chris. I can't wait.
Then we'll take a week. We'll take a week, and we'll come back in 2 weeks.
You know
and
what?
that'll
We'll
be
take
right
5.
before the NBA playoffs.
We'll take 5. How
Perfect.
about that? Well, we got an out, and no one scored, so that's crazy. All right,
Perfect.
type it, boys.
Love you, boys.
you guys.
Love you
Great
guys.
show.
Yep.
Go blue.
All right, chat. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys. I know my title says last stream for a while. I genuinely am not going to be playing for. I'm not getting on Arc, and I'm not playing anything else other than maybe League. So if I get on, it's going to be League, or a sports show. But as of right now, yeah, it's going to be nothing. I don't know when to be back. I mean, I'm not even joking. I could play League tomorrow. I could play League in a week. I don't know. But I'm taking a break. You know, Arc was sustaining me like crazy. It was a blast, and then just the cheating and the updates, everything just kind of, and the stream sniping cheating was really just kind of what obviously just sent me over the edge and just makes the game literally unplayable. So, and yeah, there's no other game that I really enjoy right now. So I'm not just gonna force myself to play shit. I'll keep you guys posted, but I don't know when I'll be live. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the sports show. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Jay Burr, I don't know why you gifted 10, bro. I appreciate you, though. Have a great rest of your night, guys.